Hello. Do you like it? Okay. Hello. Hello, my little lovelies. So, this video has a dual purpose, a dual function. This little section here, I'm going to put this up separately for those too lazy to watch the premiere video, and also it is going to be part of the premiere. Does that make sense? I think so. So basically you'll see it anyhow. So this is a dirty pair of glasses. So this is, in life, I'm always on about being individual, unique, our own person and all the rest of it, which of course we are. We are all totally unique. We are just who we are, all live in this human experience. But contained with that, or within that human experience, are certain elements that we all have exactly the same. For instance, we'll all be born, we all get given a name. At some stage we will cut our own hair, perhaps. Oh dear. Okay. We may laugh, we may cry, we may do all sorts of a similar nature, or even exactly the same, actually, when we think about it. So, one thing we do die, and is a serious bit of the video, what did I just say then? One thing we do die. Okay, well, we do die. One thing we do, and here's the serious bit of the video. That's all right, I'll cut that out. You won't even notice it. It'd be bloody seamless. So one thing we do is die. We will all, at some stage, die. So that's the serious bit of the video. Now, I've got this to unwrap. So with that in view, I'm not dying yet. I am dying, we're all dying, but I'm not dying just today. But with that in view, and I'll show you some photos in a bit, with that in view or in mind, I bought this, and I thought this was such a good idea that I really wanted to share it with everybody, because I think you'll be searching for one yourself. So basically this is a journal where you can keep all your important bits and bobs together. So if and when that sad time comes, when you've taken your last breath, and family or friends or neighbours, whoever, has come for your belongings and to sort your little place out and, get things in order, things will already be easier and they'll be in order. I said you can't buy peace of mind. Well, this book gives you peace of mind now, because everything's going to be done. That gives you peace of mind. It's done, it's dusted, it's out the way. But it also gives you peace of mind in death, knowing that you have made it easier for your daughters, your son, your neighbour, whoever, your mum or whoever needs to sort your estate out. So there's lots of different journals that you can get. Basically, it's an end-of-life planner and journal. Mine is called Fuck, I'm Dead, Now What? I like the humour, right? I think we need a bit of humour in our lives, and it doesn't matter whether we're alive or dead, we need a bit of humour. We should laugh, we should be able to smile. So it doesn't matter about that bit, although I will put some photos on of other ones I've found. But it's end of life, if you want one, end of life planner. Type that in, okay? End of life planner. So it's the first time I've looked at it because I've only just undone it. The end of life planner, and it's got everything that you're going to need. Your personal records are in there. There's data and documents, important contacts. So this is it, you see. When somebody comes, say somebody comes here, they're going to think, oh, who should I let know that Briar's died? Well, I can put half a dozen people or 10 or 20 people if I wanted to. So you can phone those people, email those people, even write a letter to those people, do whatever. And it gives me peace of mind that those people will be notified. Anyway, so that goes on, important contacts and what have you. Online accounts, bank accounts, all in one place. You've got passwords to things like Facebook or YouTube. Imagine somebody coming onto my YouTube, they've got my password and they can make a video or even just put a few words up just to say, you know, Briar's kicked the bucket. Briar's sadly departed. Or whatever they say. Oh, you've got insurance, so house insurance, car insurance, whatever. You can keep your documents in here. You can keep letters. You can keep photos. You can keep little mementos, little things you want to give away, perhaps. Or you can put, I want to give so-and-so, so-and-so, and that would be found, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you've got my will information. There's so much. There's financial information. You've got all the credit cards and different bits and bobs. Any loans or bills, outstanding bills or bills that you've paid or paid too much. Anything you want anybody to look into. For instance, I pay just over the odds on my electric. So when I get my electric bill, I've always paid over the odds every month. And that is adding up a little bit. And it's about £400. So if I was to die, I don't know, in 5 years' time, but carry on the way I am, that could be £2,000 or £3,000. So that information needs to be in here. This is how serious and sensible and important this little journal is, or a journal similar. So your property information, and it just goes on and goes on and goes on. My end of life wishes. So where do you want to be buried? What songs would you like? You can put all that in here. Would you, I don't know, the stuff, if you can't talk, for instance, and it says here, what I do want at the end of life and what I don't want at the end of life. And it says here what I do want at the end of life, and tick all those that apply. I want to be pain-free. I think that applies to all of us, so give that a tick. I know this is sad, but I'd like to die gently and naturally. Slowly, gently, naturally. And it goes on. I want to spend my last days in hospital, or I want to die at home, or I want to, lots of I wants, okay, or I would like, and what not to do and things. It's got my wishes for my children, for my relatives, for my neighbours, for my friends, for people that I know, people that I work with. Oh, my wishes for my pets. That's very important for all of us. That's how serious and sensible this book is, really. It's we need to think about our pets. Where are they going to go? What would you like to happen to them? And my letters, that's going to be a lovely one. So I would like to write a few letters and what have you. I did tell a friend about this on the phone the other day, and there's one bit called My Apologies. Now, I will write an apology, but I will just write an overall apology, and it'll be to anybody I've ever upset, made angry, confused, annoyed. To any of them, I am sorry. It wasn't meant to be. It was probably taken out of context because I can say things and people pick it up the wrong way. I don't mean it. By now you should know that my life is about love and about peace and about caring, really. That's my life. But if I've offended anybody, upset anybody, take this letter as an apology. If you can't take it as an apology, well, fuck you, because I'm dead anyway. It's fantastic. So I think everybody needs to have this or similar. I think everybody does. To have everything in one place. That's the important thing for me, to have everything in one place. I don't need to worry about things. It brings peace of mind. Not only that, but whilst I'm living, to have everything in one place. And I was thinking the other night, when this arrives, which obviously now it has, I'm going to put my birth certificate in there. I'm going to put, there's various other bits and bobs I've got. I'm going to put all that in there. I don't know if anybody ever wants things like that when somebody dies. I have no idea, but I'm going to put that in there anyway. Letters, photos, different bits and bobs. And if I've got anything to leave or whatever that's a bit bigger, you know, I can think of a couple of things I've got. I'm going to say where they are, you know, within where I live, and who's to have them, and who is to take that item to that person or whatever. And it might sound sad and maudlin and what have you, but do you know what? We're not going to live forever. None of us are going to live forever. Our time will come, and we'll probably be quite glad of that time when it comes, believe it or not, because you get to a certain age with a certain illness and all the rest of it, and you think, do you know, I've done so much now in my life. I'm tired. I've had enough. I'm feeling poorly, whatever. Or you've been diagnosed with an atrocious, horrible disease, and the time has come for you to not feel pain anymore, to let go of that stress and that worry, and to move on. And I believe we move on to a better place. You know, you can make up your own mind. Is it heaven and hell? Do you believe in that? I think that's a bit of a Bible story, but if you want to believe in that, that's great. If you believe in reincarnation, we come back as something, then that's great. If you believe that life is all about lessons, and if we haven't learned enough lessons, then we die, we come back to learn these lessons and put things in order. And if we've learned those lessons, then we transgress into nirvana or nibbana or whatever you want to call it. Depends on which Buddhist sort of philosophies you follow. It doesn't matter what you think and what you believe. The fact is, we are all going to die. And if we can have peace of mind now whilst we're living, thanks to this or similar, and also if we can have peace of mind knowing that when we do die, our loved ones or whoever's got to sort things out can literally go to one book and everything is there. Everything. Every single thing. That's your life. Everything is in there. It's the right thing to do, isn't it? You can make things easy on people. How many people in the world, you know, sadly have died, even people we may know. And you may have sorted their place out or whatever, and you hunted high and low, you couldn't find their birth certificate, and then you finally found it, but that birth certificate wasn't with their house insurance. God knows where that was. And then you couldn't find this, but then that, and it goes on and goes on, and everything's all over the place, and you're not sure of anything. And how many bank accounts did that person have? Well, I don't know, you know, that's a private issue, isn't it, really, between each individual person. Did that person have any assets, anything else? Was there anything in place at any banks, organisations? Was there money or something somewhere else? Did that person buy into premium bonds or have an ISA or some account somewhere else, a building society account as well as a bank account? Did that person have shares in something? Did that person buy gold? Where is that gold kept? Everything is in that book. Everything. It's going to make your life easier. It's going to make their life easier. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. So that will do for this video. If it's a standalone video, thank you.